Slack tutorial video: how to use Slack like a pro in 2024 step-by-step tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use Slack for yourself and use it as a proper business communication software. Okay, so your business could be a team-worthy business, it could be a small-scale business, large-scale business, and a whole lot more. Okay, and we're going to be talking about all these things in great detail. So to start things off, what Slack is it's a communication software where you have a workspace where you have all your team members and you can talk about project management, task management, event management, and a whole lot more in different types of channels. And it's basically a office, a workspace that you have in a virtual software. Okay, so to start things off with Slack, here's what we are going to want to do. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to come over to slack.com. Now over here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to create an account for yourself. Now the account creation process for Slack is pretty simple. What you are going to do is you're going to come over to try for free and just add an email and create an account in a very easy and fast way. Now once you're done with that, it's going to give you a few pricings. Okay, so Slack has 4 different pricings. You have the free plan, you have the pro plan, the business plus plan, and the enterprise plan. Now, if you're running a business, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to run the business plus plan. You can run it on the free or the pro plan as well. So the pro plan is $725, business plus is $1250, and then you have enterprise grid, which is obviously for large scale enterprises. Okay, so you can go ahead and work with anyone you want. You also have the free plan. The free plan is pretty good. It doesn't give you all of the features, but it does give you enough to start working. Now, once we've created an account and we've chosen our pricing and plan, what we're going to do from there is you have 2 ways to use Slack. You can either use it on your browser or you can use it as an application. So the application, when you download it, looks somewhat like this. Now, this is your main Slack workspace, and your main Slack workspace looks a lot like, a basic empty space of work. Now, over here, what you're going to want to do, first of all, is create a workspace. So when you're creating an account, it's going to automatically have you create a workspace from there. Now, once you created a workspace, this is where you're going to find it. So here, you're going to start working out with things. So let me get you familiarized with what everything is. So first of all, on the left-hand side, here's your home section where you can peek into your workspace, see what's going on. Then you have the DM section, which is your direct message channel, which we're going to get into later on. Then you have the activity section where you can see all the activity analysis of all the things that are going on in your workspace. And then more is different features like automations, huddles. Huddles are calls. And then you have canvases, files, channels, and a whole lot more. We're going to be getting into all of this. So first of all, let's discuss if we want to create multiple workspaces, what are we going to want to do? So to create multiple workspaces, we're going to come to the left-hand side section over here. And you have 2 workspaces over here, as we can see. You can actually create another one by clicking on Add a Workspace. So you can either sign into another workspace or you can create a new workspace through your account. Okay, it's pretty simple and it's pretty easy. But as you can see, I already have 2 workspaces over here. So in this workspace, let's go ahead and start creating channels. Now, what are channels? So let me explain it to you like this. For example, there's an office. In that office, there's different floors, and on those different floors, you have different work categories, okay, different niches. So one floor might handle marketing, one might handle sales, one might handle editing, one might handle production, one might handle budgeting. You get the point. So channels are floors in that office. So in the channel, as you can see, I have a lot of channels: budget work, general, off-topic discussions, team chat. Then you have video design, voiceover related discussion, workspace, marketing, CRM. So basically, these are different categories of floors that you can have different categories of talks in. Okay, now let's say we want to create a new channel. I'm going to go on channels, I'm going to click on create, I'm going to click on create channel, and over here I'm going to create a channel for sales. Okay, now once a sales team channel is created, we're going to click on next, and now you have 2 different channels. You have the public channel and the private channel. Now, the public channel can be accessed by anyone in the workspace. Then we have the private channel, which is only for specific people. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to create a public channel. So once my public channel is created, I'm going to click on create. Now, once you click on create, it's going to ask you to add people. You can either add people through name or their email. Okay, these are two different ways that you can add people into your workspace. Now, let's say I want to add someone into this workspace by their email. I'm going to search up their email like this. There we go. So now you're going to do this and click on add. And once you click on add, this person will be sent an invite through their email to this workspace. You know, pretty basic, pretty easy, and pretty standard stuff to get your head around. Now, moving on, once you've added people into your workspace, you can actually add descriptions as well. So descriptions are something to let people know what the channel is for. So let's say if it's for the sales team, you can write, in this space, we shall talk about the sales and deals going on in the space. Okay, so you can do that. We're going to click on save, and as you can see, that sets the description for this specific channel. Pretty standard and pretty basic, right? Now, moving on, once we've created a public channel, let's also discuss how we're going to create a private channel and what the private channel actually concurs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to channels again, click on create, and click on create channel. Now over here, we're going to create another channel, and we're going to be calling this channel, let's say, final budgeting. So we're going to do that. We're going to click on next, and we're going to create this as a private channel. Now the difference between a public and a private channel is that the public channel is going to have a hashtag on the left side. The private channel is going to have a lock on the on the left side. Now, when it has a lock, the person in your workspace that can see all the channels will be able to see this channel, but they won't be able to access it. So if they click on it, it's going to be blank. Okay, it's going to be saying that you're not allowed into this channel isn't made for you, etc. So everything is going to be blurred like this. You know, so pretty basic and pretty straightforward stuff to get your head around. Now, moving on, when we have the whole Slack management, you know, running over here, you can simply go ahead and start a chat. Okay, once you've invited people, you can, hi, let's start the work. So you can obviously create things like these and talk to people. You can also create text snippets, make canvases, attach files, and upload things from your computer as well if you want to, which is pretty simple and pretty basic stuff. Now, once we've talked about channels, let's talk about direct messages. Direct messages is something that is pretty standard. Okay, it's been going on for a while, not only on Slack, but on any other talking, communicating, or social media platform. So in direct messages, you can simply go ahead and have a one-on-one conversation with any workspace member that you want to talk to. So let's say I want to talk to this person in my workspace. So as you can see, we have had a conversation before, and in this conversation, you can talk as much as you want. You can also go ahead and send attachments to this person. So let's say I want to send an attachment and I want to show them some specific thing about my work. So let's say I'm going to go ahead with this. I want to show them this. I'm going to go ahead and upload it. And then you can obviously resume a conversation, and you can also start talking in a thread about this image. So let's see, this image is done over here. You can reply in thread, and once the thread is loaded up, you can start replying over here and start talking about them. So you can write, so this is the final design, etc. You know, talking like things like these, and this basically creates a thread to talk on. So once this is done, you know, you're pretty much set to go when it comes to Slack, because we've talked about conversations, channels, DMs, and how you're going to create workspaces. One final thing that I would like to discuss with you is applications. Now, applications is a big winner when it comes to Slack, because applications help you to properly organize your work in Slack, okay? Because we have applications like Zapier and other applications like Google Calendar and Zoom. Now, what these applications help you in doing is, let's say Zapier is good for automation. So you can set up automations in your Slack channel, send automated messages on automated times, okay? Because you can always message if you're, boss or something like that. Then you have Google Calendar where you can see your schedule and get different type of event updates. Then you have Zoom where you can easily start a Zoom video meeting directly from Slack and a whole lot more. So pretty basic and pretty standard stuff to get your head around. So yeah, that's the main idea of working with Slack and using Slack like a pro in 2024. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, do let me know down in the comments below and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. Till then, that is all from me and I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye.